Welcome back to the Lips Reactional. I am Lips, and we are starting episode 8 of season 1 of Dark. I almost said the wrong TV show. And I love Fridays because of this show so much. So thank you for being here. Also, I asked it in last week's episode. Well, okay, I asked it in episode 7's YouTube posting, which was just posted today, which as I'm recording it, but this will be posted a week from now. Anyway, last week for YouTube as you're watching this, today for Patreon as you're watching this, I posted in the YouTube posting of Dark 1x7 Crossroads. If people are watching Widow's Bay, just curious if we need to find a way to slide that in. I know we have so many. I know I have Silo. I know that there's so many things that we want to dive into. But also is anybody watching Widow's Bay? Just a question. I feel like that's applicable to this group specifically, though other shows might enjoy that as well. Okay, I have a couple of things from last episode. First of all, I'm so excited to dive into this one because I'm kind of hoping we'll get a little bit of insight into the 1950s of it all, which we have the 80s and we have the current day, and I have been curious about the pre-80s and even post current day, because clearly with time travel, I'm thinking we'll get things on a 33-year cycle, obviously, as the setup has been so far. But then I'm kind of curious, we've got to go ahead and behind from even I'm assuming this is just the setup and we'll go deeper, but I don't know. But there was the mention of the 1950s early on in episode 7, where the cop was saying to Egon, this isn't the 1950s. We don't base investigations on hunches, but on evidence. And then, of course, we had the two 1950 dates at the end, which thank you to the comments because I didn't want to look it up. Thank you for letting me know that the ending guy was Noah. Sorry, I was a little flustered. I thought he was going to kiss us, and he did have really nice arms, which is my weakness. So to my credit, I wasn't really locked in on his face. I mean, I was, but I wouldn't. There was nothing in the 2 times we'd seen him before in his priest outfit. And maybe it's because I've never imagined a hot priest in my life, but yeah. But he's a bad guy, I think. Anywho, I have a theory that Helgi has somehow he was supposed to meet with Egon, and I have a theory that he has somehow picked a time and date that he knows won't be able to happen, because he seemed very confident in telling Egon that he will meet him at another date, but I don't believe that. Well, obviously we know that there was never a meeting. I think Helgi knows a lot. And then also Egon said in the car with Jonas, the power plant has changed, Winden. This place used to look different. And then I was like, okay, so is he saying that in a literal sense? Or is that just kind of how old people are yeah, things used to look different around here, but it's it looked kind of the same, but it feels different because things progressed type of thing. So then here's my biggest new theory. And I don't even know if this is a theory, but just kind of a kind of maybe more of an accusation. Okay. Could it be possible that the power plant hasn't had any incidents because they knew about this black hole, and they used that black hole in the time travel to go back in time to essentially remove any incidents that happened, and then that butterfly effects into the future, where there is a timeline out there where there have been maybe multiple timelines out there where there were multiple incidents, but because they are utilizing time travel in the black hole, they get to go back in time and then make that not happen, and then maybe that's why kids have to die or something. I don't know. I don't know, but I mean, I'm thinking if I were greedy, hungry, top of the food pyramid of a company, I'm not trying to make commentary on nuclear power at all. I honestly don't know enough about it. My gut, because of Chernobyl, is like, that's bad. And then the atomic bomb part of it, I'm like, that's bad. But I actually don't know if there's like any benefits to it. So I'm not educated enough to actually make an opinion on that. Even though my gut says, no, scary. Anywho, because I think that any like money hungry corporate top of the food chain, if they didn't have any ethics and they didn't have any morals, they would utilize that. Or even if they were like, we could save all these lives if we utilize this time travel black hole, maybe, they would, like that mysterious guy said, a life for a life. He would go save a life because it benefits him and his business. But maybe there's people who die because of that. Anywho, also, Helgi said it's him. I think Helgi said it's him. I actually can't tell if it was Ulrich saying. Actually, I should have just gone back to watch the English version for that one. Never mind. Disregard that one. I am still watching each episode twice, but I took this note while editing. So I'm like, wait a second. Let me not say that anymore. I think Helgi was saying it's him when Ulrich was confronting him, but it could have been Ulrich. And I'll have to go back. I'll have to do my due diligence on that one. Anyway, Helgi says, I can go change the past and the future. And I'm afraid of the consequences. Anywho, Helgi's accident is November 12th, 1986. And we are coming up on that date. So, as you sow, so you shall reap. Let's go reap. Or sow. Or both. See you in episode 8. William Shakespeare. Hell is empty and all devils are here. Ooh. Oh, okay, setting the scene so darkly today. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the 50s. Oh, this is Helgi. Little Helgi. Teeny tiny. Noah? I don't know. Now I'm thinking everyone's Noah, so. Those are some dead bodies. In the 50s. I'm assuming.
Danke, dass du so schnell kommen konntest, Egon.
Egon!
Die Arbeiter haben diese beiden Leichen heute Morgen gefunden.
Oh, no.
Sind ja noch Kinder. Sie sehen seltsam aus. Als hätte sie jemand verkleidet.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh no. There's a redhead kid. What are the names of the two? An important investment in nuclear power for okay, so this is right. Okay, so this is probably as far as we would go back, because if everything is connected to the freaking power plant, then this would be when it starts, I would assume. And I'm wishing I knew the names of the two kids who are missing currently. Well, Eric's still missing. We know where Mads is. No, we know where Mikkel was. It could be Mads. No. We have Mads in the current day, we think. It's Elizabeth's friend. Is that all who's missing? But Eric was much older than that. But the red hair. So I've been thinking, I forgot to write this one down. If Jonas was kissing his aunt, didn't know it, then perhaps there was someone else out there that didn't realize that they were kissing their relative. And so the red hair gene, both parents, I believe, need the MCR1, something like that, gene but they don't have to have red hair, but they both have to have that gene to have a red-haired child. And it is fairly rare. So the fact that we have seen so many red-haired children could be a red herring. Clocks, time. Sorry, I'm on one today. I gotta calm down. On time like clockwork. Okay.
Bei der Einstein-Rosenbrücke.
Eine Passage zwischen einem schwarzen Loch, dem Eintrittsloch, und einem weißen Loch, dem
A
Austritt,
white hole, the exit. Oh.
miteinander verbindet.
Connects
Wer sie
time and
durchquert,
space.
reist durch die Zeit.
Okay. To pass through it is to travel through time. Yeah. Although
Unser Denken
our thinking is shaped by dualism. Ooh, here's dualism again.
kommt in Paaren daher. Aber das ist falsch.
Okay, I'm listening.
Haben Sie schon mal was von der Triketta gehört?
No, I have not, sir.
Knoten der Dreisamkeit.
The
Ohne
Trinity
eine dritte
Knot.
Dimension ist nichts vollkommen.
Oh.
Ich glaube, dass Einstein und Rosen etwas übersehen haben. Ein Wurmloch verbindet nicht nur zwei.
3 different dimensions.
Zukunft, Gegenwart und
And?
Vergangenheit.
Future, present, and past. Okay, yeah. And is that where there's 3 paths? Is one to the 50s or one's to the future? Oh, he's going to the left. Thank you. Oh, okay, Richie McRicherson. Naturally.
Wie schaust du denn wieder aus?
Ich war auf der Baustelle. Dort haben sie was.
Ausziehen.
Oh, okay. Intense.
Ich sagte, du sollst dich ausziehen.
Owie.
Du wartest hier.
He's just a kid. Oh, so he has a cane. Oh.
Ich war auf der Baustelle.
Ja, schön.
Dort haben sie was gefunden.
Na sag, was haben Sie denn gefunden?
Polizei.
2 Leichen, mitten auf der Baustelle.
Was redest du denn da?
Die sahen aus wie Kinder.
Uh-oh. There he goes. Daddy's gonna go
Du lügst nicht?
look into that. Oh. That made her a little soft.
Du bist spät. Die Groschen für Claudia liegen auf dem Tisch.
Claudia. Guess that makes sense.
Ich habe so eine Form von Verbrennung noch nicht gesehen. Vielleicht eine Brandgranate. Interessant
They
auch,
think a
dass die
grenade.
Uhren vollkommen zerstört sind. Hatte jeder um den Hals. Die Prägung stammt aus dem Jahr
19. Oh.
Der kleine Zettel im Kragen.
Made in China. Oh, that would be crazy for the 50s.
Alles, was die anhaben, kommt aus China.
Chinesen?
Oh.
Der Junge hier hat ein südländisches Aussehen oder
Oh.
weiß ich nicht. Die Tätowierung ist merkwürdig. Ich habe schon
Tattoo?
einiges Sonderbarer gesehen.
On a kid?
Übertrifft eindeutig alles.
That is something I didn't consider is how different 1950 is from 1980. Like 1980 to 2000s, there's a little bit of difference, but like not as much of a political I feel like the political shift, not that I'm super versed in it, but from the 50s to the 80s, that's quite a lot of change, I would imagine. Oh, so they're going to be so far off the case thinking it's the Chinese. The cabin. Oh, they were never planning to take Helgi. Wait. Acorns.
Sie schreiben über Nietzsches ewige Wiederkunft desgleichen. Ein Universum, das sich ausdehnt und wieder an sich zu...
Universe that expands and then collapses again.
Ein Universum, das sich unendlich wiederholt.
Oh, this is the guy that writes this book?
Es gab nur 500 Exemplare insgesamt.
Sie schreiben über den lunar-solaren Zyklus, in dem sich alle 33 Jahre alles wiederholt.
33 ist aber mehr als das. Sie begegnet uns überall. Jesus hat 33 Wunder vollbracht.
Und es ist das Alter, in dem der Antichrist seine Herrschaft beginnt.
Oh, wait, really? That's devil lore? Noah, are you? That would be just like the devil. To masquerade as a priest. What he's done is horrific.
Warum einer zum Mörder wird?
Wird man so geboren oder wird man zu einem gemacht?
Das würde unsere Arbeit jedenfalls erleichtern, wenn wir es vorher wüssten. Sperren wir sie ein, wenn sie noch klein sind. Warum wird einer zum Mörder?
Yeah, no, if we could catch someone before they become a murderer. I think of all the people you would catch and be wrong. Who are these?
Guck mal, ob er was auf Tasche hat.
Lass mich in Ruhe!
Schrei doch, hört dich eh keiner.
He does have money for Claudia, doesn't he?
Mach dir mal nicht in die Hose. Deinem alten Herrn quillt der Zaster doch aus den Ohren.
Ew. Now certainly... Oh, hey Ulrich. Now certainly if I were to think who could be capable of murder, it's a far stretch, but pissing on a kid would certainly be something I'd consider on the table.
Ist hier gerade jemand vorbeigekommen?
So ein alter Mann im Schlafanzug, der muss sich wehren. Sonst hören die nie auf.
Die sind doch viel stärker als ich.
Dann beißt du beim nächsten Mal eben einfach zu.
Oh, bite them. So this is
Stellen Sie sich vor, Sie stehen in einem unendlich großen, dunklen.
before his scar.
Der Strahl sollte auf ewig in die gleiche Richtung weiterlaufen. Ein Wurmloch krümmt sie.
Interesting. I don't think I've said that yet today.
Nichts ist mehr da, wo es hingehört.
Oh. No, that is interesting. This is what Hannah heard when she was being a peeping Tom.
Guten Tag. Können Sie mir helfen?
Sure. What's your name?
Ich suche die Killinger Straße 61.
Da wohne ich. Das ist die Straße runter und...
Interesting.
Sind Sie Herr Egon Tiedemann?
Nein.
Mein Name ist Agnes Nielsen. Und ist mein Sohn Tronte.
Oh, that's his grandma then. Damn, your grandma's hot.
Guten Tag.
Wait, they move here 33 years
Du bist Tronte? Nielsen?
before? Interesting.
Stellen Sie sich vor, Sie würden in die Vergangenheit reisen und
Yeah, imagine.
noch ehe er Sie gezeugt hat.
Yeah.
Aber welches Jahr haben wir?
1953.
Würden Sie mit dieser Begegnung bereits etwas verändern?
Ooh, great question.
Ist überhaupt irgendwas veränderbar?
Ordnung mit Ihnen?
Oh. I hadn't considered that it couldn't be possible.
Ewig besteht und nicht bezwungen werden kann.
It certainly is a beast that could potentially not be defeated. I'd never thought of that. I always think there's a butterfly effect.
Jeder Wissenschaftler würde sagen, nein. Aber es liegt in der Natur des Menschen zu glauben, dass sein Leben eine Rolle spielt.
Okay.
Mein Leben lang habe ich geträumt, durch die Zeit zu reisen, zu sehen, was war, was irgendwann sein.
I know a black hole if you want to go in it.
Tun Sie das nicht mehr.
Die Träume verändern sich.
But why?
Mein Platz ist nicht im Gestern und nicht im Morgen, sondern hier und jetzt.
Right.
Suchen Sie eine Uhr?
Is that a younger? Certainly is.
Der H.G. Tannhaus?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. He's being shown the book that he wrote before he wrote it? Then at that point,
Nein, da wird doch nicht derselbe.
did he even write it? Who wrote this? Time itself?
Stalin ist tot, England hat eine Königin. 1953 wie es leibt und lebt, ja.
Okay.
Die 33. Sie schreiben, es könnte der Zeitabstand zwischen den Ebenen eines Tertiärs.
The planes of three-dimensional.
Aber es könnte des Pudels Kern sein.
The crux.
Du bist spät. Claudia, ich habe das Geld zu Hause vergessen.
No. Oh, she's his tutor.
Falsch.
Wait, did I call him Egon? Helgi.
Agnes Nielsen.
Ich bin Tronte.
Claudia.
Mein Mann ist nicht so oft zu Hause. Der arbeitet bei der Polizei. Und Ihr Mann ist?
Er ist gestorben.
Oh, interesting.
Ich
And
rede,
they
ohne
end up having an
nachzudenken.
affair.
Ja, wollen wir uns dann oben mal umschauen, ja? Claudia, zeigst du dem Jungen nachher die Umgebung, ja?
Dude, on a real note, how did they get so many phenomenal child actors and actresses?
Hallo.
Hallo Ines, hallo Jana.
Wie soll Papa so abholen?
Hello.
Ist sie fertig?
So.
Wait, so that's his mom.
Haben Sie schon gehört, was die Polizei heute Morgen gefunden hat?
Na, jetzt spann mich mal nicht so auf die Folter.
Oh, that's crazy.
Man hat auf der Baustelle vom Doppler 2 Leichen gefunden. Für Experimente.
Was hast du gerade eben gesagt?
Über die Außerirdischen?
Nein, über die Jungen.
That was a little bit of an aggressive way to grab a little girl, but you've got to find a way to look at those bodies. That would be so scary, though. Strange man. He left his jacket. Wait, is that why all the jackets look the same? Because they're all just in a time loop and we've got multiples of the same, literally the same jacket?
Des Verstandes, der Sachlichkeit, der
There are
Dominanz des
reason,
Menschen über die
dominance of
Natur.
man over nature. Ew. Dominance of man over nature. Respect nature.
Und wir bauen hier das erste deutsche Atomkraftwerk.
The first. Do we know it was the first?
Sie sollten sich eher fragen, wer etwas gegen den Bau des Kernkraftwerks hat. Ich sprach gerade mit dem Stadtrat, es geht um die endgültige Baugenehmigung. Einen Tag vorher 2 Kinderleichen auf dem Gelände auf.
That is an interesting. That's.
Wer hat die Ihrer Meinung nach dorthin gebracht?
Die Kohlebetreiber.
Oh, they shut down a coal plant.
Kraftwerk gebaut wird, ist das nicht weniger als eine Revolution. Es wird nicht nur Winden verändern.
Interesting. And that
Aber sie bedeutet Wandel.
Egon literally said how much Winton has changed.
Das Ganze ist ein Komplott.
So are you telling me that there's been 3 plant operators since it started and they all reigned for 33 years? Wait, maybe... No, I'm bald. I don't know. No, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, 33. They all reigned for 33, I think. That checks out. Burned, and then Claudia, and then Alexander, maybe.
Das sind unsere Höhlen. Man darf nicht tief rein, aber wir machen es trotzdem manchmal.
Right, naturally.
Musst du nicht auch langsam mal zurück nach Hause? Komm, wir gehen weiter.
Oh, damn. Oh, she said we're rid of him. Oh. And the dog. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Because somehow, in this outfit, which maybe he wears the same outfit every day, Helgi goes to the 1980s.
Sofort! Was geht hier vor?
Oh!
11 Jahre alt. Wieso wollen Sie das wissen?
Mein Sohn.
Damn, so you're saying that the beef between these two goes way back.
So groß, ich habe ein Foto. Scheiße, meine Jacke.
Der ist doch besoffen.
Eine ganz dunkelbraune Haare Ausländer. Der andere bisschen größer, dabei feuerrot.
Wait, so the other one is a bit... Wait, maybe it is Eric. They look like kids.
Helge Doppler.
Den Jungen vom Bernd Doppler.
Nein, nicht jung. Alt, etwa 70. Bernd ist Helges Vater.
Richtig?
Interesting.
Was fasziniert Sie so an der Zeit?
Ich möchte verstehen, ob ich sie ändern kann. Ob alles eine Bestimmung hat und wenn ja, wer über diese Bestimmung bestimmt.
Great questions.
Gott. Oder sind
The
wir
devil?
selber? Sind wir überhaupt frei in dem, was wir tun? Oder entsteht alles auf ewig neu in einem immer wiederkehrenden Kreislauf?
I mean, where does time stop and begin if we can go past, present, and future with a whole, you know? So, like, can we ever change time if, like, you're always gonna go back in time or go forward in time? Because you found the black hole or the white hole? And that's gonna break my brain.
Sie sind da. Ja. Die Frau, die wegen dem Zimmer angerufen hat. Sie sagt,
Oh, they're renting the rooms.
Frau Nielsen, das ist Egon Tiedemann, mein Ehemann.
Uh-oh.
Guten Tag.
This is worse than hiring a hot babysitter.
Darf ich fragen, was Sie ausgerechnet hier nach Winden verschlagen hat?
Do they know
Wie
each
gesagt,
other?
mein Mann ist Polizist. Neugierde liegt im Blut.
He looks a little bit nervous.
meine Großmutter kommt aus Winden. Sie hat viel von diesem Ort geschwärmt.
Darf ich fragen, wie Ihre Großmutter hieß?
No, I want to know.
Gretchen ist weg. Im Wald.
Wo ist denn Helge?
Vielleicht ist Gretchen bei Helge.
Kannst du nicht mal hinfahren und nachschauen? Ich habe die Nielsen zum Abendessen eingeladen. Bitte komm nicht wieder so spät, ja.
Eine Zeitschleife hat erheblichen Einfluss auf das
So they do have an impact.
Verhältnis von Ursache und Wirkung. Und solange ein Wurmloch existiert, in ihr bedingt sich alles miteinander.
Oh.
Vergangenheit beeinflusst die Zukunft.
But the future influences the past and the present.
Es ist wie bei der Frage nach dem Huhn und dem Ei. Wir können nicht mehr sagen, welches von beiden zuerst. Alles ist miteinander verbunden.
Helgi has dead birds? Interesting.
Schau mal. Kennst du das?
Nein. Haben Sie den Mann gefunden, den Sie suchen?
Ja.
He sure did.
Was hast du in deiner Kiste?
Oh, that's not gonna look good.
Hast du die tot gemacht?
Die fallen einfach so vom Himmel.
Huh, interesting.
Die sind so schön, wenn sie tot sind.
Oh, Helgi.
Aber du wirst mal was tot machen. Die beiden Jungs auf der Baustelle.
That's okay. Ulrich, I'm not so certain.
Mein Sohn. Nicht jetzt, aber
It
später.
was Helgi saying it's him because he was like remembering this
Aber
probably.
ich kann das ändern. Weißt du?
Are you gonna try to kill?
Und die Zukunft.
That's insane, Ulrich. You are operating off of a hunch, which you are in the 50s, so I guess as a cop, you're in the correct operation from what we know. Oh, and this is how Helgi gets... Okay. You're a sick son of a bitch for this one, Ulrich. There's only so much we can write off on you grieving. Oh my god. I mean, I'm gonna... He's just a kid, Ulrich. Oh! That is... You are his abuser! Ulrich, currently, you are the... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that sweet poor kid. Oh, Ulrich. Oh, are they fucking?
Ich wollte nur fragen, ob Gretchen...
Wir dulden keine Tiere im Haus, Helge weiß das. Hier ist kein Hund. Sonst noch was?
There might be a dog here. I'm sorry for making a joke at a time like this. And obviously, Helgi doesn't die. That would be a little concerning. You sick son of a bitch. Wait. So then this is part of the black hole. Because he wakes up in a different year. Well, no, because he already had the scar. Well, but... Lesbians? I thought she was gonna sleep with the husband. Wait, I didn't see this coming. In the 50s? And like, if it was just brushing your hand and you didn't have any like tingly feelings, then that wouldn't matter. But it does. Oh. Does his mom do that to him? Or is that why his dad is dead? Or maybe his dad isn't dead at all.
Unser aller Leben.
Whoa.
Ein Schicksal geknüpft an das nächste.
Yes?
Eine Antwort auf eine vorangegangene Tat.
Yeah? Cause and effect?
Nichts als ein unendlicher Tanz.
Oh, wow. So that guy whose eye is missing.
Alles ist miteinander.
Everything is connected to everything else. Yeah. Hello. Wait, we just saw your photo. Uh-oh.
Aber das ist auch nur eine Theorie.
Bitch, it's more than a theory. In this world, at least.
Ich werde das Gefühl nicht los, dass sie eigentlich...
Was, wenn ich Ihnen sage, dass alles, was in Ihrem Buch steht, wahr ist? Es gibt ein solches Loch. Hier in Winden.
Mhm.
Ich komme aus der Zukunft.
And your name is?
Ich bin durch dieses Wurmloch nach 1986 gereist.
Okay.
Wo haben Sie das her?
Sie müssen ihn reparieren.
Das kann ich nicht.
His neck. There is a scar there.
Kann die Reise durch Raum und Zeit ermöglichen.
He built this?
Er öffnet ein Portal, durch das man 33 Jahre in die Vergangenheit...
Oh, wow.
Das Wurmloch, durch das Sie gekommen sind, hat das der Apparat gemacht?
Nein. Vor wenigen Monaten gab es einen Störfall im Kernkraft. Der Apparat ist jedenfalls in der Lage, den gleichen Prozess zu wiederholen.
Wait, but they said there's no incidents there.
Ich will das Bestehende zerstören.
Oh.
Ich möchte, dass Sie jetzt gehen.
That would be crazy.
Ihr Apparat kann das ändern.
Gehen Sie.
Oh, wow. Okay, Mystery Man.
Ich habe die Zukunft gesehen. Ich weiß, was passieren wird.
What? What will happen?
Ich muss das alles wieder gerade biegen. Und Sie müssen mir dabei helfen.
Well, I certainly hope he does help. Oh, God. Hello. Oh, you sick son of a bitch. You acted like you'd never seen that before. Wow. He's holding it like it's infected or something. Oh, maybe, I mean, because that would be quite a casual coat for the 50s, yeah? That would be an insane thing to see. Insane. Wow. That is dark, 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 dark. But obviously Helgi is alive. Here is a question. And I don't know, maybe it needs to be rhetorical. Maybe it doesn't. In my mind, Winden should be small enough that you would know everyone to some degree. Especially Ulrich and Helgi seem like they are so close. like, they're so closely connected, given that Helgi's daughter-in-law works with Ulrich, that, like, I mean, I guess maybe it was the dementia? So, like, he forgets, and then when he saw Ulrich standing over him, he was like, "No, I know who you are. You're the one who tried to kill me." So maybe that explains that side of things, but it's like, wouldn't you know the other people in your town? I don't know. I've been thinking about that ever since Egon picked up Jonas, and I was like, wouldn't you realize that this kid doesn't live here? I don't know. I guess not. I guess there would always be an outlier. But wow, what a great episode. Cannot wait to watch this one again. I come into these episodes so excited and like I was like so thrilled and yaptastic to be here, and like yes, I want to keep a little bit of that energy, but then also like that is kind of what the second reaction that only Patreon gets is for. It's like the one that is a little more it's the full length reaction when I watch it a second time. If you ever want to join the Patreon and you like to watch full length reactions, you need your own copy to sync up and watch along, so you don't get the sound or the visual via what I post. You get a blurred out visual, but you have to provide your own visual and sound to sync up because of copyright. So anywho, if you ever want that, I watch each episode twice. I watch it the first time. I watch it. That's what you see. That's a edit. That's the reaction that I edit down. And then I watch it again. The second watch is more for note taking. I talk through my theories a little bit more. It's sometimes it's just a little bit of me watching. Sometimes it's me taking notes. Sometimes it's just me like watching in silence. Because I've already like had the big like moments of the plot twist. So it's not so much about the ooh ah interesting type of reaction. It's more of like me sitting there waiting for something to kind of be like, oh wait, yes, this again. I want to write this down, or I want to do this, or I want to talk more about this. But those are a little more yappy. So sometimes I come in and I'm like, wait, hold on. I need to read and take this information in for the first time. But this episode is really great. I'm gonna go watch it again, and then you'll see me in just a second, and I will talk about my thoughts more. But this is a very good episode. Holy shit! Season 1 is going to end phenomenally. See you with my thoughts in just a second. Well, I certainly am going to need a new family tree. My biggest questions right now are, who is Agnes's grandma? We did not get to learn the last name. Very curious to see how Helgi ends up in what I'm assuming is 86. But I don't know. I don't know. It could also be, what would 33 years from 2019 be? 2043? Is that math right? No, 2042. I don't know. This is a dark episode to see what Ulrich did. And I can understand to some extent, like, if your loved one, I think like child to parent relationship could be one of the strongest examples of this, depending. Like, if your loved one goes missing and you presume them to be murdered, which he knows his brother, well, we feel more likely that his brother was murdered now, right? Right. So he has a vengeance because his brother was murdered, so he's now assuming that his son was murdered, even though we know that Mikkel became Michael. He has a hunch that Helgi is the culprit, the actual murderer. I think from what we've seen, Helgi is not the actual murderer. I think that Helgi's life was saved because of whatever this is, and for whatever reason, he has to help them. I don't know. I don't know. As you sow, so you shall reap, or whatever. So Helgi somehow is saved by the wormhole, and then Ulrich. So Ulrich makes this decision, right? Because he perceives that Helgi is a murderer. He has a hunch. That's his hunch, right? And he sees the dead birds, which with modern day knowledge, the cops, Egon and the other cop earlier had been saying, like, if we knew what makes someone a murderer, we could stop it, but we don't know. modern day knowledge, there's this kind of thought process, and I don't know what the statistics are behind it or what studies have been done or whatnot, but I remember hearing this when I watched Dexter when I was like a teen, that like, and so it could all be fake, but let's run with it, that if a kid kills animals, they are likely to there's a possibility they will grow up to become a murderer, allegedly. Let's just say that so that I don't get sued for any reason. Not that I would, but that seems like a really heavy statement to toss out there. So Ulrich sees these birds, assumes Helgi killed them, even though Helgi says he didn't, and then that's the last piece of proof that he needs in his mind, and so he kills him. If you could stop your child from being murdered, again, Mikkel doesn't get murdered, Mikkel becomes Michael, but like, if you could, would you murder? Would you life for a life it? Is that why they took Mads? Because Ulrich tried to kill Helgi? And maybe in some timeline or time loop did kill Helgi? And they had to give a life for a life? I mean, how many times can you go back? You know, is it just a cycle? Is now Helgi dead, but then now Mads does something and someone goes and kills Mad? I don't know, though. I don't know. Obviously, there's something more mysterious and scary going on with the whole thing with the ears and the burns on the faces. Like, obviously, that's very, very... That is a whole different thing that we haven't even gotten into. I feel like right now we're getting into the domino effects of whatever that is. I don't know. I could be off base there. But so the time guy, he clearly, I think that phone clearly unlocked something for him. Obviously, also, I think that book is probably still in Ulrich's jacket. So everything is connected, and it's all, you know, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Did the time guy get the book first, or did the book find him and then he published it? Hey, who is to say? Who is to say? Because who decides purpose? Coincidence, God, us? The time guy said it's ego to assume that we influence life. And also, a little drama, T. I am now thinking that Egon has a grudge against Ulrich because Ulrich's grandma came in and disrupted his life and maybe started an official relationship with his wife, and then he got kicked out of the house, and that's why he's an alcoholic. He lost his family, he lost his house, he lost his wife, all to a Nielsen. I don't know. Who's to say? Who's to say? Sometimes I pose things as questions. They are almost always hypothetical in the sense of this show, though sometimes they're not, and I don't know how to tell you when they are and when they aren't. You just gotta use some critical thinking skills, which I think a lot of you have. Those are my thoughts. That's episode 8. We have 2 more episodes to go. Okay? I am going to try to get them out in the same week, 9 and 10, because as a little treat for being so kind and having so much fun with me. But these next few weeks are a little big, so it might be episode 10 in season 2, episode 1. But just know I'm looking for every possible moment to squeeze in an extra one of these weeks at least, because I want to, and as a little thank you. So keep your eyes peeled. TBD. See you guys soon.